Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of my marketing radio show. I'm your host Surya, and today I have invited a very good friend of mine. In fact, this is person that I am really looking forward to learn as much as possible regarding the Facebook lives. If you're into Facebook, if you are into publishing, you need to listen to her. And before I bring on her, I want to set the stage for her. So very not long ago, when I mean that, it's not really long ago, it's not, she has gone through the one funnel away challenge. If you know Russell Brunson, if you know what one funnel away challenge is, that's insane. That's one of the most knowledgeable courses that you can ever go through, and she has gone through that, and she made a stance to do Facebook lives for the next 365 days. And right now she is on her 196th life. As of today, I believe she is going to do her 197th life no matter what happens. And that's consistency. That's what gets you results. And you know what? That is how she has been getting clients for her coaching business. And I would love to invite her so that we all can learn from her knowledge and use or leverage the power of Facebook lives to the fullest. And with that said, let me invite June Low, and people who care about her call her June because she is born in June. Hey June, welcome to my marketing radio show. I'm super excited that you are here.
I'm excited as well. It's my pleasure to be at my marketing radio here today.
Fantastic. And by the way, one quick thing which I really love about what you do is the way that you start your videos. Can you do that for us?
Sure. You mean right now or
Yeah,
usually
like,
how I start
hey
my life?
June.
Hey guys, I'm June because I was born in June. welcome to Surya show today.
Fantastic. You know what? I'm going to share one quick thing here. The way that she introduces herself is one heck of a marketing strategy. Do you know that?
Yeah, definitely.
People will never forget the month any year because it's redundant. It's the same thing over and over again. June, people call June. She is basically hypnotizing you to remember her name forever.
That's what I do.
That's
the
a
best,
marketing
right?
strategy. So always keep marketing. So June, we are super pumped. Me as well as people who are listening to this are super pumped to have you here. And I know, I kind of talked a little bit about you, and I did not want to talk a lot about you. Otherwise, I would be the person who will be doing your complete intro or your origin story. So I would love to hear your origin story rather than putting it like that. So June, why don't you share us how you got started in this entrepreneurship journey?
Oh my God, that would be like have me talking for an hour, but
I
let's
know.
go to the summary version, right? So the summary is that I got into what I'm doing right now, the coaching plus the affiliating at the same time because of COVID-19. Because I was in a lockdown, I'm too bored at home. I have two other businesses, but then they can't really run during the lockdown. So I decided to give myself a challenge. I said that, hey, just imagine that if let's say I don't have anything going on right now, I'm so bored at home. What should I do? So that's why I gave myself this challenge. Hey, you know what? You are really new into this international market. So why not try to create some hype? Because if let's say your country can't really do business right now, so what about international? So that is what got me started. So when I started, it's actually March 2020. Yeah.
That is not so far long, right? That is like
Not too long.
just a couple of months back.
You are right. You are very right. And then I just realized that we can actually start anything that we want at any point of time. There is no, oh, I wish I would have started sooner, or oh, I know there is no like a date that you should start. You start too late.
So true. And people, if I'm going to add a point here, when people say, I hope I have that, I wish I have this, hope and wish are not strategies for your success, right?
Very well said. Very well said.
If you're hoping, hope for others because they are doing it and they will have the life they wish and they will have the life. They'll be actually living the life they want, rather than hoping and just wishing that they have this kind of life.
Totally agree.
So you said that in March 2020 you made a stance of going live and doing things forever, right?
Yep.
So what made you to like make that stance in 2020? Apart from the pandemic, if pandemic was not there, what would you have done?
I would have done nothing, seriously. It wasn't, it's becoming a blessing in disguise, like sometimes when we thought that bad things happen, but then it turns out to be a blessing in disguise. It's more like how we adapt to the situation that actually saves us from the tragedy that we think. So that's how it's all evolved. And then I started the publishing because I joined this program called One Funnel Away Challenge. I believe Surya joined as well. So if let's say you guys are interested, you guys can find out from Surya. So actually this program, there is one key thing that they emphasize is about publishing daily.
So true.
So that is how I decided to follow through the homework that is required by the program. And then I grabbed my phone and seriously pressed a live, and I seriously did not know what I was doing for my first live. It was so embarrassing, but then I decided to go on anyway.
I know that feeling. It's not that hard actually, as we think.
Yeah, right.
It's like doing this video. Like, do you retake when talking to people? I don't think so. Do you retake like when you're talking to your mom, when you're talking to your dad? No, you go in the flow. Simple as that. You know what? After doing lives, I started talking to myself. I have a camera in front of me, and I say like, "Hey Surya, what's up? You know what? Hey, this is Surya from my marketing radio." And I was doing this, and my wife was coming walking, and she was like, "What are you doing, man?"
No, that is how we practice, because when I was
So
young,
true.
I wasn't really good at public speaking. So I constantly talking to myself in the mirror, including when I'm in toilet, just to practice my skill. So that's how we got used to it, right?
The first, I'm going to share something as well. The first time that I was on the stage in front of like, I forgot my wallet to my college. This was back in my undergraduation days. I forgot my wallet. I had to jump on the stage as part of a challenge. I can always talk about that. I went onto the dais not knowing what the topic is as well. I was in front of
Okay.
60 people. It's like, I was trying to talk, but nothing was coming out of my mouth. It's like, what is happening?
So
You
how
do
it
not
ended
have
up
to
in the
make
end?
it complex. You do not have to make it that complex. It's such an
So
interesting thing.
how it ended up in eventually?
Me,
Yeah.
that person who was such a shy kid turned out to be a college level event organizer, talking in front of 700 people and 800 people. So
Very inspiring story.
yes, that is a fantastic change, and the learning curve was 4 years, not instant. So always do things that you are super scared of. I'm super scared of doing lives. I'm super scared of publishing. I'm super scared of. I'm scared of these lights will go off because of the power cut. You know what? Well, you know what? You have to do things. Do not be
Yep.
scared. And this is kind of turning me talking a lot. So I'll talk less and I'll let you talk more. So you said that one funnel level challenge is something that has changed you. Like, how did you
Yep.
come across one funnel level challenge?
Oh, it was a very funny story. So actually 3 years ago, I read about this book. It's called Expert Secret. So again, guys, I think Surya has that book as well. So if let's say you guys are interested, what kind of book, you can ask from Surya, right? So this book actually teaches me the art of selling, the art of how to do presentation in a manner that we can get people to chase us for our offers, right? So I follow through the template that is being provided in the book on how to tell a story in order to sell better, right? So it was working for me for so many years, and then I didn't even realize that. So it has come to this, when it comes to 2020, I was like, hey, you know what? I want to pick up new course. I want to pick up new skill. I felt like it's a time to actually upskill myself. So that's where from Expert Secrets. So the founder, Russell, actually they also have this 30 days program, which we were talking about, One Phone Away Challenge. So that's why I decided, hey, you know what? Why not jump onto this program to see what it actually has?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Of course. That one funnel challenges, guys. It's like a a path that you have to go through. If you're an entrepreneur, you should go through that. You cannot define in words how much transformation you would get in like 30 days. It might not sound much, but it is like gigantic. It's like the reason I have been through one funnel challenge not once but three times. The first time
Wow.
I the first time I did not know that I was signed up for the challenge itself.
Oh, how come? How so?
I forgot.
Oh my God. How about a second time?
Second time I joined in for bonuses for some other person was offering,
Okay.
and then I came to know that have I have saw this membership site somewhere, and I checked my emails, knowing that there is already another sign up for this. Okay, cool. And I've been through that, and the third time again for the bonuses, but
Okay,
still,
that's great.
yeah. The third time is when I had the transformation of publishing content. You know
That's
what?
great.
The reason I'm going to share a lot of nuggets while we are having this conversation as well. I do not want to make it like one way direction conversation. I would like to keep it like a group call, something like that, so that so that you would feel that you are involved as well. Correct?
Yeah, sure.
So the nugget which I wanted to add to your point was Expert Secrets talks about like getting people run after you rather than you running after them. And that's what business is all about. And you know what? One way that you can start people run after you or people come to you inbound deals is what we call in the closing part is through publishing content. And that's the whole reason that I'm publishing, so that I can have inbound clients, so that I do not have to go through the hassle of outbound closing deals.
Yes, totally agree. I think more importantly is that we just need to choose one platform particularly to focus on that, because some of the mistakes that I've seen are some of my friends they are doing is that they have been diversifying to so many different platforms. In the end, they did not actually focus on one, which is they are missing out big things.
So true. And you don't have to complicate like you there's a concept called redistribution, right?
Yeah.
So create one thing and see how you can redistribute into different platforms. Focus on one thing, redistribute. My core is publishing content. It can be on the main core is YouTube and podcast for me. When it comes to June, I believe she'll talk about it. June, go ahead, talk about it.
Yeah, I think what I because okay, I think depending on what kind of personality you have, right? There is always like a video version that's the best, because someone your audience can connect with you personally by watching you, right? So if let's say you're
Okay.
not comfortable in video, I think the next one you can pick is always audio, because people can listen to your voice, your intonation, it sounds more personalized. And then the last thing that you can go to is actually a written format, which is more majority of the friends they are more comfortable with. But if let's say there is a chance that you can do videos, that's one of the things that I would support the most, because I couldn't tell you how many friends been watching my videos secretly, and then there was a day that they suddenly messaged me and say, hey, I saw it in a video. I was like, oh, all the while you have been watching, seriously? And then they felt like they have known me for a long time because they are watching my videos. So it helps to build your authority very fast.
And you know what? I'm going to add here. How do you think I have messaged June? I saw her client success, first client success, Ken, right?
Yeah.
Congratulations on that. And I just responded to her on that. She might have not even thought about me before that. I was like,
Yeah,
whoa,
right.
this guy watches my content. Like, of course.
So same thing. I think a lot of our friends here or audience might be worrying too much about. Oh my God, I'm not getting likes. Oh my God, will anybody watch me there? Yeah, seriously. Let's think about this point, right? When was the last time that you watch YouTube videos? It can be a tutorial or it can be a training videos that you love so much. So my question is, did you leave a comment and likes, even though you love it so much? Probably won't,
Never.
right? So
Never.
that's so that's the reason that there are a lot of people watch your content and love it silently. So we just need to care less about the likes and love that we are getting.
So true, so true. It's like I was thinking when I started publishing content, I thought like no one is going to watch this, and my podcast especially. I started this, and there was no downloads. I was like freaking out, like no downloads. Like what should I do? What content should I create? Where should I get people from? And I said a few weeks passed by. I was like, screw this. I'm not going to care about this. And immediately on the next day, there were 12 downloads. I was like, what?
That's good. That's
where
good.
where were you yesterday, mate? I was like so frustrated that there were no people listening to this.
Yeah, it
And
always
do
happens.
not focus on. Go ahead. You were adding.
No, no, you go ahead.
Do not focus on your content, because let me say you this. Russell also talks about this. You are not your subscriber. You are not your viewer. There are people who want to solve that problem that they have. Those are the people that you should create content for, not you. If you are your subscriber, you are your viewer, I'm super scared to be in that business. I'll definitely not work with you in any form or shape. That is a serious business to be in.
Yeah, you're right as well. Like we just need to constantly think that who we want to serve, and then also maybe we can even engage with them to ask them what kind of problems they want to solve, just like what Surya you just mentioned, right? Then it will give you a lot of ideas in order to create contents.
So true, so true.
Mm.
So coming back a little bit, so after OFA challenge, you decided that you want to do lives for the next 365 days, right?
Yep, you're
On
right.
Facebook. So why did you focus on Facebook first rather than YouTube? There are like gazillion distribution platforms out there. Like, why did you focus on Facebook, and why
I
live?
don't know. I was just like, let's pick one. Okay,
Mhm.
Facebook. So I didn't really think a lot because I was like, I think I'm more comfortable with Facebook, and then I
Mhm.
know Facebook there's live. I did not pick YouTube because I felt like YouTube is more intention based, but
Mhm.
then meaning someone need to search for the content and the content will come out. But then for Facebook, it's more like interaction friends based. So means that you can add a bunch of friends who can be like later than you in their journey, and then you just do a live. So for me, I was just like, oh, you know what, just pick one. Then that's how I landed in Facebook live. Yeah.
Mhm. So true. And one quick question: everyone, people who are doing Facebook videos or Facebook Live, people will have this question, which is like, I am doing Facebook Lives, I'm doing publishing content. Like, no one is watching this. Like, how can I get people into my network who will watch the content that I create?
Okay, that would call something like a rule of reciprocity. You want people to watch your content, then you have to watch other people's content. So maybe when you're first starting out, right, what you need to do is just that 10 to 15 minutes before you actually go on live. What you can do is that you can spend about 10 to 15 minutes time interacting with your friends' content on Facebook.
Mhm.
Meaning, not only like is like too common, love button is also too common. What I will do is that I will go through their content. Sometimes it can be video content, sometimes it can be written contents. Leave a really genuine comment in the comment down below and tag them. So because when they do that, what they will do is that they will do the same for you.
Mhm.
So
Ah,
you just
true.
need to have some time, like if let's say you comment at about 20 people content, I'm sure that maybe even half of them they watch and give you back comment. So how Facebook algorithm runs is that whenever you're aggregating a lot of comments in your video, right, then the views will increase as well. So I think that this is one thing that you can try on.
And I would like to add one more thing here. I'm going to share something which is off the screen, which was happening. So, uh, this is a question for people who are listening to this. How do you think I have brought June into the show? I started watching her content. I started responding to her comment on the comments. I started reacting. I started sharing my responses, and asked her if she would be interested to watch, because I really liked her messaging and what she's focused on, and I see that valuable content. So definitely, why not? Why the heck? And
Yeah, Surya has been
definitely,
doing a fantastic job. You guys should learn from Surya. I think that's how we connected, right? You watch few
yes,
of the videos and then we started chatting, and then you also give
yes.
me a really, really nice story about a
Fiji
is it
mermaid.
Fiji mermaid? Yes, that's a
Yes.
fantastic story that you told me. I was like, always appreciate that.
That one thing to the viewers, to the people who are listening, add value doesn't mean that you are bringing on a guest onto your show. You are asking people to come on for free. Doesn't mean that you should not add value. Create offers every single time that you ask. And you know what? I'm creating an offer for people who I'm inviting into the show. They will be getting something just for spending
Awesome.
time with me.
Yeah, that's a very smart strategy. Seriously.
Yes. And you know what? Always have open loops. Always have open loops and always have offers, because at the end of the day, when was the last time that you bought anything for the actual price because it's so valuable? Amazon is based on offers. Everything that I see is based on offers. The Black Friday, it's complete offer. Like
Yes.
the entire hype is based on offers.
Totally agree with that, Surya.
So true, so true. So the other thing which I wanted to ask is like, okay, you mentioned that I need to watch other people's videos and comment and
Mm?
communicate with them before I ask them, right? What if my network as of now does not have the people who are publishing content and who are my ideal who Dream 100, you know that concept, right?
Yeah.
And for the
Yeah,
people who do
sure.
not know Dream 100, these are the people, these are the 100 people that you want to do business with, that you want to partner up with. That's the entire concept in a single nutshell. So how can we connect with the Dream 100 on Facebook or on YouTube? I would love to talk. I would love you to talk on Facebook, because not everyone that you send a request to
Mm.
will accept. Correct.
You're right. You're right.
So what is the best strategy out there that we can have a maximum conversions on the friend requests that we send out, and how we can achieve that?
Okay. What I realized is that a lot of people, they are just sending a friend request without introducing themselves.
So
So
true.
what you can do in order to power charge that is that I will only accept friend requests whom I know that the person not only watch my content, they know where I'm coming from. Like they kind of read my contents even before they hit the send button. So that's what I will do the same. If let's say I really want someone, my dream 100, just like what you said, put it so nicely, right? If let's say I want my dream 100 to accept my friend request, I'll probably constantly for 3 to 5 days in consecutively, I will leave comments, genuine comments at their wall, and also I'll send them a message. After I do that for 3 days, they will be
Mhm.
probably seeing my notification for three days, right?
True.
So after that, I will send them a message. I say, hey, you know what? Compliment them for some values that you're getting out of their content. Hey, you know what? I saw something that you're at this event and you talk about this. This is really fantastic. And then I have something that might be very about similar. I want to ask for advice. So would you be able to give me some advice regarding to this topic? Okay. Asking for advice is a very fantastic way in order to get connections, because right now we are in this world that everyone wants to have a say. They
Right.
feel good when they were being asked for advice. So this is what I will do.
That is interesting. I love being one thing that I do is when people come for my advice, I'll ask them what their strategy is in the first place.
Yeah. Will you add them?
If they have a strategy already thought, this is something that I learned from uh, my manager back when I was working in an MNC, the 9 to 5 job.
Sure.
What he did was, whenever I had a doubt or a challenge, I used to go to him, and the very first thing that he used to ask me was, what do you already did? What did you
Okay.
research about? Like, what is the crux? What is your knowledge about the problem solving skills? What do you think is the problem and how you are going to solve it? Then when I shared him how I'm going to solve it, he said that that is not it. This is how you solve this problem.
That's fantastic. So he wants you to come up with an idea
My
and
own
strategies,
solution,
right? Okay.
my own solution. Then he's going to think because if you have your own solution, you have actually thought about it.
Yep.
Correct? If you have thought about it, you have knowledge about what you're actually talking about.
Totally agree.
When you have knowledge, then when he explains in the technical terminology, you would be actually able to interpret what the solution is, and you will be able to burn it in your memory.
There's a very smart way of how you put it. Yeah, that's a very, very smart way.
Yeah, and now nowadays I'm asking my brother as well, like if he's coming up for a problem, yeah, what is your solution? And he's getting vexed off that. It's like, go, I'm going to find it on internet. I'm going to ask someone else. Go get lost. That's what he was saying to me. So that's an interesting conversation. I need to handle that kind of objection.
So you use the strategy at work that you learn from work and then use on your brothers, right?
My brother, like, even if someone reaches out from the podcast and asks me what the solution is, what the problem is,
Okay.
the very first thing that I'll ask is, what did you know? What did you try?
Yeah.
What did you already do to achieve the results that you already are getting? Like, even if they suck, what did you do to get those kind of results? If you did nothing, yeah, that's a possible not a good scenario for me to talk with. I'm super hard with this. Like, I do not want to do business with anyone who is not willing to publish content or do anything that I'm going to say, because the way of the frame that I have is, again, this is something that might be helpful for anyone who's listening. And you can always add comments, John. The frame that I go with is, if you are asking for my advice, if I give you a free advice, chances are you're not going to do it anyways.
Yep. I can't agree more. Like, there will be people coming for free advice, but then because the advice comes for free, they kind of feel like, oh, it's free, so maybe it's not so important anyway.
So true, so true. I never do a free advice. Another, I take free advices. I pay for advice.
That's a very, very great strategy.
That's taught by my mentor, Dan Locke, of course. Do not take free advices. Mind your own business, he says.
Oh, really? That's what he says?
Yeah, that's what he says. Like, mind your own business. Do not focus on others' business. Focus on your business. That's what he says. So, anyways, coming back, we are going to shuttle here and there so that whenever I can drop valuable bombs, I will definitely do that. And of course, June is going to doing her best with that. So anyways, so you are doing Facebook Lives and you are getting connected with people who are also interested in the content, the type of content that you're publishing. And how are you how are you going to transform that into a business? Because at the end of the day, we cannot do this without revenue. If we want to survive in this entrepreneurship world, revenue and profit is such an important aspect that everyone should focus on, right? So how are you transforming from Facebook Lives to the business side of the aspect, and how are you generating revenue from it?
Okay, I think that's a very, very good point that Surya just now mentioned, right? There are a lot of influencer out there. It can be YouTube influencer or Instagram influencer. They're so focusing on becoming famous. They thought that being famous bring them revenue, but then it's not about being famous or not famous. Of course, being famous gives you an advantage of having a lot more traffics to you for free. But then let's say you have a lot of traffics. You are not selling anything. You are just not making any revenue. So when I first started after 100 Way Challenge, right? It will take, I figured that it would take me quite a long time in order to reach that goal of having my own course. I don't even know what kind of course that I want to have, right? Because when we are just starting, we just graduated. So what I figure is that why not, if let's say I really love this 100 Way Challenge, I asked my friends to join for this as well. So this is what is the concept that we call affiliate marketing. So when I first started, I did not have any offer, but I figured out that if let's say this challenge, guys, you can ask Rare about it. Like this guy, this is really fantastic, right? He have got a really, really good offer for you. Okay, so for this 100, I was thinking like, why not I start introducing this 100 Way Challenge to my peers, so that they can get benefit from it. And then in exchange, if let's say they buy the 100 Way Challenge, then I will get compensated. So I started with this, but because we are being taught to have like this mindset called bonus mindset. So not only we want to affiliate successfully, we want to make sure that the persons that who actually got it from us, they get bonuses. So what I did back then is that I gave away my coaching calls, 1 hour coaching calls, so that people not only get the support from One Funnel Away Challenge program, they also got support from me personally. So after I've been doing it for quite some time, I was like, hey, you know what? Coaching is fun. To me,
It's fun, I think.
coaching is fun and empowering. So that's why I started to go into coaching line and then creating my offers. So this is how the journey is like. So what do you think, Surya? So how about you?
My journey is like, okay, I'm going to share one golden nugget before I forget that June shared. So she said that she's going to share the bonuses. She creates offers for people who join through her affiliate link. And she also said something more valuable. She takes care of them, because that is, if you want to build following, take care of people who are following you. If not, they'll find another
Yep.
person who they can follow. It's not, there are like a zillion people who are creating content. Why should they follow you? Like,
Fantastic.
no reason. Take care of the people, solve the problems that are valuable to them, not for you. Solve the problems for them and they will stick on with you. Same
Yep,
thing.
I love that. I love that. Because otherwise, if let's say we don't really care about the relationship, that's where that it's broken. Like they could have followed someone else. Yeah.
So true. And this does not just apply for your following, for your peers as well. For the Dream 100, especially, this strategy will get results. You know what? Russell was adding value for 7 years to Tony Robbins before he got to spend time with him. 7 fucking years. Can you think about that? Like,
Yeah.
I have been, you know what? The reason June is here, because I was adding value for her for 1 week. That's it. Just 1 week. Correct? Correct me if
Yeah,
I'm
I
wrong. You
think.
can call me out on that.
Yeah, I think it should be that. I did not keep track though.
I did not even keep track. I was guessing like 1 week. Most
Yeah,
possibly
I
1
think
week.
it was
I
about 1 week.
started communicating with her. Basically, I was testing my own material with her. Kind of seems like okay-ish. But I was testing material with her to see if she's going to respond. I was personalizing it more towards her rather than me. I was asking her questions. I was adding value. That's how you build relationships. And that's how you get people to follow you and take up the offer at the end of the day that you are offering.
Fantastic. So guys,
Blueprint. Take the
so
blueprint.
Surya is the best on this. Follow his blueprint.
I don't have. This is something that I came up with right now. So this is everyone is doing already. This is not something that I have invented. Nothing new under the sun. Believe it. There is nothing new under the sun. Everything is already done by people, and you are just catering it to other people by adding your own story, your own version, your own perspective. That's it.
And then we just need to model after the successful one and then do it on our own way. Don't have
So
to
true.
do everything from scratch yourself.
So true. So true. Well, very well said. Very well said. So coming back to the revenue generating aspect. So the way that okay, I'm going to share something which is going to be crazy, which I never intended to say. So there is a concept in the One Funnel Away Challenge called the Hollywood movie launch process, something like that. I do not know the exact sequence, but that's what I'm doing right now. And I believe that's what I observed June as well doing. If you go to her YouTube channel, June Low, you would be able to see an introduction video if you're not already a subscriber. If you are a subscriber, perfect. Go watch it again because it's gold. She was talking about her coaching program 3 months before today, and she has a coaching program now. She was talking same the Hollywood concept, how the Hollywood launches a movie. They launch a trailer, build hype for it, launch another trailer, build hype for it again, launch another trailer or teaser, and then at the end of like say 3 months down the lane, 6 months down the lane, 9 months down the lane, they launch a big box office launch.
So Surya, when are you launching yours? We want to know that.
There are kind of things that I have to work on. The dates and time is kind of gave up on me, so I'm working on it. I'm fixing a time, not the
Sure.
date yet. For
We
possibly,
will be.
it's going to be either in November 1st of this month, or possibly not by the end of this year. I'm still thinking about postponing or not.
We can't really wait for that.
You know what? Just as a sneak peek for being a guest on my show, you are getting that as a bonus. So
Oh my god!
that's
Hey
what. That's how
guys,
you create value, man.
yes, that's really fantastic and awesome. I can't really to see those going on because Surya has done really fantastic in what he's doing. That's how we got connected anyway. And then and how he actually positioned himself is very different from others that I've been
Really,
seeing.
I didn't know that.
So guys, please follow Surya, okay?
Fantastic. That will be super fun, and that's going to be super crazy because I'm going to share not just the successes, but I'm going to definitely damn share failures. And so was June. I believe in her.
Mm.
She's not. There was this problem recently happened with June. I believe if you have been following her, you know that she was pretty loud on this. The
Sorry?
ClickFunnels one. The ClickFunnels one.
Oh yeah,
Talk
never
about
mind,
that.
never mind. It's just me. I think I was just having some problems with my domain and everything, right? But then it was all sorted out. It's just that there was dissatisfaction from my end, but I'm glad that they finally sorted out, so it's cool. So, but then for me, I feel like the One Funnel Away Challenge by ClickFunnels, the program is still the best. They are
So
very
true.
great. They are very great in marketing and in training entrepreneurs. This is what I
So
think
true.
they are good at. So as far as another perspective on the software and IT, I'm always on the go of searching for testing out different software. So yeah.
So true. So true. There are going to be platforms out there that attracts a specific type of audience. Not everyone is going to love everyone. I
Yes.
believe there are people who love Apple. At the same time, there are people who hate Apple iOS as well.
Yes.
You are
Totally
not
agree.
golden nugget coming. You are not going to attract 100% of your target base ever. You are going to attract only a part of your target audience base, and you are going to repel, basically create haters. Like they are going to be, for some odd reason, they seem to be like 99% of the people who you are going to target, and 1% seem to be your target audience. That happens like a lot. So expect that there are going to be 99 people out of 100 who are going to say throw rocks at you, and one person who is going to actually do business with you, whose life you are going to change.
Yes. Very
Golden
well said.
nugget dropped.
They're very well said, very well said. Because you can't really make everyone happy. Because if let's say you make everyone happy, you end up making no one following you and no one happy.
So
So
true.
you
Very
have
well
to
said.
have a stand. You have to have a stand in the marketplace of what you stand for and then what you don't really like. And it's okay that those people just don't like you, right? Because
Perfect.
if let's say I know Surya, you're a married man, so you can't make every girl love you. You just need to make one girl love
My
you.
wife will be seriously against that. I believe
Yeah, that's true.
she'll be really offended by that. So I don't think so. I love her like crazy. So one thing I know that you have been. Firstly, I really appreciate the value bombs that you have been adding.
No problem.
So one thing, if people wish to do business with you, if they love to get coaching from you, what is the best place that they can connect with, or what is the one place that what is the one place, one resource that they can go after, like to learn the best from you?
The best place to go is either my YouTube channel or you can Facebook message me. My
Message her
Facebook is
Facebook.
called facebook.com/JuneLowStory. And then I also have one, you can also go to my website where I give out one of the free ebook where you can know how to hire a virtual assistant very effectively and very efficiently. Because most of my friends, they are really starting entrepreneurs, newbie entrepreneurs. They are trying to do everything themselves. I was like, a lot of them ask me how should they outsource and where to outsource. So I have a perfect free gift for you guys for whoever who is watching this show.
Perfect, fantastic. And by the way, guys, I'm going to hook every link that June has shared with us in the comments down below, as well as in the notes. If you're listening to this on the podcast, you will find the links for June's profile, as well as the freebie that June was talking about. If you do not know what a freebie is, perfect time. You should start getting knowledge on that. What a freebie is. If you're an entrepreneur, you should know that word.
Fantastic. It's really so awesome to be on your show today. So yeah.
Fantastic. This was the first time that I had like more of a conversation than like an interview. I initially planned out to be an interview, but it kind of went off, and it really had a conversation with you, which I really loved, and I wish that you loved as well.
Of course. It's my pleasure to be here.
And of course, always go to YouTube channel, go to June's YouTube channel, Facebook profile, and she will do a Facebook live every single second. You do not have to do business with her. Just jump on her YouTube lives and Facebook live. You will get a tremendous value out of them. Truth
Thank you.
speaking.
Thanks, Surya. Thanks for that.
Appreciate it. And catch you again in the next episode. We wish to see you again. Like, I'll definitely come back to you, and if I can do it, like, I'm going to bring you tomorrow as well. So
Tomorrow
again,
I'm not free, but yeah.
I'll definitely see you again. I'm going to create value which will make you come back. So
Definitely. I'll be happy to come back. Thanks so much, Surya, for the opportunity.
appreciate it, and thank you for coming in and spending. I do not know. I initially planned it like for 10-15 minutes, but it turned out to be, I believe, like 30 minutes. I do not know, but
I
really
think
appreciate
45.
it. Oh, really?
Yeah, no
Thing.
problem.
It's really every single minute that you spend with us, gold mine. Thank you for
Thank you.
sharing it.
No problem.
Okay, catch you. Bye bye.
Bye.